Hi everybody, by popular demand, I'm gonna be showing you how I make my big, beautiful, and delicious cinnamon rolls. They are so easy to make that you don't even need a rolling pin. So today, I'm gonna show you how to make them step by step. Let's get started. So I'm ready to prepare my dough. Now I've got my heat set on medium and I'm gonna be using this small Dutch oven. And I have 7 tablespoons of butter in here. And I'm gonna move them around until they're nice and melted. I'm gonna add 1 cup of cold milk. And I'm gonna add 1/3 of a cup of regular granulated sugar. And I'm gonna mix it up really good like this. And I'm gonna add 1 small package of Active Dry Yeast. See, this says original. So I'm gonna add it in here. You wanna make sure that you get it all. And I'm gonna stir it. And I'm gonna remove this pot off the heat. So I'm gonna replace my lid and I'm gonna give it 5 minutes to activate. Just like that. So it's been 5 minutes. Look at my mixture. You see how it's kind of frothy and bubbly from the top? That means that the yeast is alive, and that's exactly what we want. Now I'm gonna add 2 eggs. These are 2 large eggs, and I've gotten beaten really well. So I'm gonna add them in here. I'm gonna add 1/3 of a teaspoon of salt. And I'm gonna add 1/2 tablespoon of honey. Now I always add 1/2 tablespoon of honey. I think you could leave it out. I don't know if it's because of habit or what, but this is the way I've always made it for many years. So I'm gonna mix it in really good like this. I'm gonna add 3 cups of all-purpose flour, 1 cup at a time. You don't wanna add all 3 cups in here because then it'll be too much flour to work with. Now I'm just gonna stir it in until the flour gets all nice and wet. I'm gonna add my 2nd cup. Now you wanna be patient when you make your cinnamon rolls, okay? Because you want them to be beautiful and just perfect. Now I'm gonna mix this one in really good too. Now I'm gonna add the 3rd and last cup. And look at the texture of this dough right here. Look at that. See how it's nice and sticky? I'm gonna replace my lid and I'm gonna put it in a nice warm place just to make sure that it's away from any draft. And I'm gonna let it sit for 1 hour until it doubles in size, just like that. So my hour is almost up and it's at this time that I'm gonna prepare my light brown sugar and cinnamon mixture. I have 1 cup of light brown sugar and 2 tablespoons of ground cinnamon. And I'm gonna mix them in together really good. So my light brown sugar and cinnamon are mixed in really good. Look at how beautiful this is, and it smells wonderful. So I'm gonna set it aside and I'm gonna go get my dough because it's ready. So here's my dough. Let's take a good look at it. See how it's doubled in size? Perfect. So I've got some all-purpose flour. I'm gonna spread some flour right here on my countertop because this is where I'm gonna spread my dough. See? Now I'm gonna dump my dough right here. See how it looks real sticky? That's the way it's supposed to be. So don't worry about it when you see it. And I think I got it all. Now I'm going to dust my hands with some flour like this. You can get some of this and just dust it on top so that it's not sticky on your hands. And I'm gonna fold it 2 or 3, 4 times. This dough is what's gonna give you those big, beautiful cinnamon rolls. Now you don't wanna go crazy with the flour. You just wanna make sure that you get some of that stickiness off, see? And if you have some flour here, push it over to the side. Now I'm gonna spread it out, and that's the fun part. No rolling pin. And you wanna start in the center and push it out. Now I like to spread it out to about 10 by 16. If it gets just a little bit bigger, that's okay. If it's a little bit smaller, that's okay too. Just start spreading it out. You can mold it, make it do whatever you want. That's the beauty of this dough. Now this is about 10 by 16, 10 by 17, something like that. And that's it. Now I'm gonna rub some butter all over it. And I've got a little bit more than half a stick right here. See, and it's room temperature. I'm gonna rub it all over the top like this, very generously. It's perfect. So I'm gonna wipe some of this off. Now I'm gonna spread the light brown sugar and cinnamon mixture all over the top. I usually just do it with my hand like this. Look at this. You want to take it to the edge, or you want to leave just a little bit of space right here at the very edge. This is perfect. Oh, and it smells so good. Now it's time for my pecans. I'm going to spread them on top like this. These are chopped. And you can use as much as you want. Anywhere between half a cup and 3/4, I think, works just perfectly. Now you want to spread these out too. And I've got some golden raisins right here. I'm going to add them because my Ron and I both love them. But you can leave them out if you don't like them. Once you spread them out and everything is just fine, now we're ready to roll it up. We're going to start from the back and we're going to roll it up this way, very carefully. And it rolls real easy. Look at this. See? Push it down, bring it up, push it down. You kind of want to bring it up and push it in like that. Now I've got some floss right here. This is regular dental floss. I'm gonna cut a big piece like this. Now you can use thread, anything that works for you. I'm just gonna flour it a little bit. I'm gonna take this all the way to the middle, as best as you can, about right there. And then I'm just gonna cut it like this. See? And here's my last one. Perfect. Now this is the pan that I'm gonna be using. It's a 10 by 12, stainless steel, see? Now I've got some non-stick spray, and I'm gonna spray it lightly. And then I have a piece of parchment paper, and I'm gonna put the parchment paper in here. Now I love using parchment paper because nothing sticks. And then you don't have to worry about cleaning. It's very easy to remove it and very easy to clean. See? Now the open part, you want to put it against the wall, like that. So I've got a towel right here. I'm gonna cover them up and I'm gonna put them in a draft-free area. And I'm gonna let them rise for 45 minutes. So it's been 45 minutes. Now I've got my oven preheated at 350 degrees. I'm gonna put them in the oven for 32 minutes. Now at the 20-minute point, I'm gonna get this piece of aluminum foil and I'm just gonna rest it on top like that so they don't get so dark. I'll see you in 32 minutes. And my cinnamon rolls have been cooling down. They're still nice and warm. Now it's time to make the glaze. In this bowl, I have 2 cups of confectioner's sugar. I'm gonna add 3 tablespoons of melted butter, but it's not really hot. I let it sit out for just a little bit. And I'm gonna add 1 teaspoon of vanilla and 3 or 4 or 5 tablespoons of hot water. It just depends how thin you want it. There's 2 and there's 3. Now I'm gonna mix it up really good. You can always add a little bit more of your water if you want it to get a little thinner. I'm gonna mix it up really good. Now you wanna make sure that you mix it really well. And mine is ready. Look at the consistency. See? That's how I like it. Now I'm ready to glaze my cinnamon rolls. I'm just gonna pour it on top. And I'm gonna spread it around. Oh man, look at this. Beautiful. Now I'm gonna cut into them and do the taste test. Very easy to cut into. Oh, look at this. Now it's time for the taste test. I've got no words to tell you just how absolutely delicious this is. Look at this. So these are my big and fluffy and beautiful cinnamon rolls. If you like my video, give me a thumbs up, send me a comment and tell me what you think. Thank you.